Being inside in this cohort for Psalmist mission, it has helped me through a lot spiritually. When I started, my heart was so damaged from the other church that I started, and when I started going here, I learned more things spiritually, and I was able to remove all that darkness that I had inside my heart. It just really helped me to become a true psalmist whenever it came to praising at my church.
Psalmist mission has impacted me in many ways in my life. It's really helped me grow just as a Christian in general, even though I've grown up in the church and I've always been around like Christianity and God and Jesus. But just through my faith, I've really been strengthened through these people, and especially through music. I've just been able to grow as a person, really.
And one of the biggest impacts for me has been the community that we've developed, and the other friends and worship leaders, and just seeing their hearts and being connected with them, and in a way, that networking of other like-minded individuals, and just seeing that they are also lovers of Jesus, and they also like to worship in their own ways and in their own genres and in their own churches.
Well, I think one thing that I want to say is just thank you, John, and thank you, Jared and Rebecca, for everything that you put into this.
The first thing that I would mention if somebody was asking me about Psalmist mission, first I would say absolutely apply and see if you can get in, because it's incredibly invaluable. But I would just encourage them to not take it lightly, to know what they're getting themselves into, to make sure that they can dedicate the time that it takes, because in our classes on Monday nights, we're just scratching the surface, and so it really takes such a deep look throughout the week and even after the cohort ends. So just that we would continue to dig and continue to just go deeper with the things that we've talked about.
Yeah, something I would mention to someone if they ask me about the cohort is there's a great level of diversity in the group. You've got people from Hispanic churches and a black church, and you've got of course my white church, and you've got Methodist and Baptist and Assemblies of God, and you have this huge diversity of people, and it's just so cool to see the love of Jesus kind of spreading across these boundaries and these walls, and it's beautiful to live in and amongst that diversity and be impacted by it, because Jesus is in all of this diversity.
I think there's a certain age, but it's not like a number age, it's more of an age of understanding and just an age of maturity. But I had those doubts of I am the youngest person in Psalmist mission. I am 16 years old, I just turned 16, and no one judges you or they don't judge me on my age, but there's definitely a sense of maturity that I've had to grow into and have when I come here.
I'm more concentrating on serving the Lord and not about what I sound like, what I look like. However, there's several things that's just stood out so much, and that has impacted me, because my prayers to the Lord, my individual prayers, has always been that the Lord would use me. And so what I've learned here is that in order for the Lord to use me, I have to be about Him, and I can't be about self.
No.